Hello, YouTubers, and welcome back to another gaming chat for the Walking Dead survivors here on the Lead Laced Anarchy YouTube channel. I am, as always, your host, AR the Hot Patriot. And for today's episode, we're going to talk about the fucking nightmare scenario that is the first comm taking of Season 8. So basically, Killer Bees is still being an asshole, so is pretty much all the people in his clan there. From Region 125, and yeah, we pretty much have had to be shielded the entire time we've been on Season 8 so far in the last few days since the map started, basically. And as of tomorrow, I think it's like the 5th or 6th Chronicle, which is going to be opening up the whatchamacallits, for the first comm taking and stuff like that. And my thought process right now is like, are we going to be in a fucking nightmare right now? And I feel like we might be, honestly, and it's going to be a bad deal all the way around, man, because, oh god, basically the real problem with comms in general in this game is you drop your shield immediately when you're taking a comm, which means you're now vulnerable to attack from outside forces. Now, granted, most people are going to be taking their own comms at the same time and aren't going to be a bunch of assholes and come over and fuck with you is what it is. Now, granted, there are some times where people take comms like off hours and stuff like that. Like, it's not like right after they open, but it's like, you know, down the line a little bit, like an hour or two or a few hours or the next day or whatever it is there. But the thing of it is, though, is because of that situation there, we are now in a situation where we're kind of fucked because Bees is just hanging around our territory right now, specifically my clan's territory right now in 144. And it's very close to the other territory that is part of our coalition and that is also, you know, setting up a comm for tomorrow is what it is then. And I'm basically sitting here like, fuck, like, can we even, you know, justify being part of this or not kind of thing is what it is. And at the same time, I'm just like, oh god, you know, kind of thing. Like, it's like I want to, like, that's the thing. I want to jump in and attack, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, say I do that, say I have like, you know, 5 attacks or whatever to deal that, and then like jump out or whatever back to season 1 or whatever. I'm gonna have to do that with every single account. That's what it's gonna be, just to make sure I don't get, you know, have one get fucking killed while the other ones are working and stuff like that right now. So it's not like I can even have all 3 there is what it is then, unless I would have them like shielded up for 12 hours or something like that, or below an 8-hour shield for that matter, just to, you know, sit there for like 5 minutes is what it is then. So I don't know, man. It's very fucking frustrating right now. It really bothers me too, for that matter, because it's like, it would be nice to know if we could just have like peace, basically, for at least like calm taking purposes anyway. Then if that be the case, and then like from there we fight it out is what it is. Then, you know, like at least that would be a nice thing, like a nice gesture. Basically, it'd be like, okay, cool, you know, we're not gonna fucking kill you while you're taking a calm is what it is, dude. But knowing Killer Bees and knowing the heart on he has for like the entirety of 144 right now, it seems like, and like for the same kind of things like everybody else that's like with us in this season, I don't know, man. It's hard to say, honestly. Like, I wouldn't put it past the motherfucker to attack us then, and not just him attacking us, but having like others from 125, etc., attacking us too, maybe 98 too, for that matter. So, you know, it's hard to say, because that be the case, like, yeah, we need to have like strategies in place right now to do like counterattacks and shit like that, where it's like, you know, hey, like, if we have, you know, Coalition 2 taking this comm right now, like, the heavy hitters and the whales from Coalition wanted to be down here in like this spot or whatever the case be, like waiting to fucking attack whoever comes into this like little trap hole is what it is there, if that be the case, dude. And basically set up like some kind of weird like pincer like counterattack against them, would be then. But even then, like, that's going to be a fucking nightmare, because half of these people that are like the, you know, whales and pay to wins and stuff like that aren't even as strong as Killer Bees is. So it's like, when it takes like 10 of them to take one of him out, and then meanwhile you got 3 or 4 other people that are almost as strong or just as strong as his ass is, like, yeah, it's going to turn into a fucking bloodbath, basically. So I don't even know, man. Like, it's so hard to think right now, like, can we even take this shit legitimately or not? Or is it going to be something where we're just sitting there on a fucking calm for the entire season, and then we finally get like the last couple of days where we can finally take the damn thing or something like that? So I don't know. It fucking sucks, dude. It really does. And like I said, like, of course we would have to get like teamed up against this asshole is what it is then, which was bound to happen eventually is what it is. But the problem, again, going back to the fact of the matter is the fact that you have a situation like that to begin with where you have to deal with that kind of crap is what it is then. So yeah, it's really just a pain in the ass entirely. But anyway, I'll talk more about this in a minute or so. I gotta go run out and check on my dinner that I'm making right now because my timer's almost expired right now on this. So I'm gonna go ahead and reset this timer for like probably another 5 to 7 minutes or so, give or take. But I definitely need to go check the stuff out there to see if it's getting done or not right now, because it can overcook obviously very quickly. So, but yeah, I'll be back in a minute or two. That is what it is. All right, I'm back for a moment. All right, we got about a 4-minute timer right now that we got going currently. But yeah, so going back to what I was saying about the whole thing though. So basically, you have, like most of us just want to take a calm, dude. Most of us just want to play the game as it's intended. We don't want to be an asshole and do stuff like off hours and stuff like that, or off time, whatever it is there. And that's the problem with people like Killer Bees, right? Like, they're people who are pay to win, is what it is. That want to sit there and throw down a ton of money, is what it is, to get ahead. And that's fine and dandy and everything, dude. And I understand from that perspective if you're going to do that. Like, obviously, you're going to be one of those people that's like, oh, I want to go like bloodthirsty and go after people and stuff like that kind of thing. But at the time, it's like, most of us can't do that, man. Most of us, myself included, are people who, we've spent almost 2 years getting to where we're at right now just to get to T10 is what it is, man. And for you to sit there and hit us like one time and wipe us out entirely, it's fucking disgusting entirely, man. And that's the nightmare scenario I'm thinking about right now, is like having that happen to me is what it is right now, because yeah, I can't do shit then, dude. I'm fucked. I am completely fucked then is what it is. Now, granted, that being said, I'm not so sure that I don't have a single shield that would automatically enact when I would be hit, because I've been, obviously avoiding being hit most seasons, what it is there. But I think there's like, I forget if it's like 3 or 4 that they give you to begin with in the game. And I think in most of my accounts, I've used up at least 2 right now throughout the seasons. They're like automatics. And I'm not sure if they reset every season. I don't think they do. But the thing of it is, it's like, I'm not sure if there's one left or not right now, or if it's just those 2 that I had initially. And I'm just like, fuck now. So if I get hit ever again, is what it'll be then. So, but yeah, like, that's my thing, dude. And it's like, God forbid, like, I'm sitting here with like, 8, 10, 12 days worth of shit to deal with, or whatever the case be. And then it's basically just getting a bunch of stuff together and saving enough troops as possible right then and there to not be killed off and stuff. So yeah, it just sucks, dude, is what it is. And it's like, it gives you anxiety, it gives you stress and stuff like that, when in reality, you're just trying to play a fucking game is what it is. Just have some fun, man. And you shouldn't have stressful shit like that because some dude wants to be a fucking dickhead is what it is, man. And it's not just some dude, it's some dude and it's some bitch, and then it's some other fucking assholes that are with these people is what it is then. And that's the issue right there, is it's people that, have paid a ton of money into the game that were just like, well, we can do whatever the fuck we want kind of bullshit. It's like, okay, then come to me in real life, bitch. Because I guarantee you, like, oh yeah, you're all big and strong in a fucking video game, but guess what, asshole? Like, we'll see how that looks in real life is what it is, asshole. Because I guarantee you, for what's coming right now in this country in real life, with the potential civil war in every country right now, for the potential of a fucking world war, goddamn, worldwide at this point, I guarantee you fuckers aren't ready for that is what it is, dude. I am. That's what I'm doing in my life right now. And I can say fuck this game right now, honestly, and be done with it, dude. Because I'm ready to fucking roll out right now, honestly, dude. Full kit and everything else like that. So most of the people can't say that is what it is, man. You know, but they want to sit there and act like they're all tough and shit because they spent, you know, 10, 20, 30,000 fucking dollars or more into a fucking game, for God's sakes. And it's like, what the hell kind of retarded nonsense is that, man? Seriously. It's fucking asinine as shit, honestly. That being said, I'll be back in a minute again because I gotta go check on the pizza then. So. All right, I'm back again. Okay, so anyway, as I was saying a few minutes ago, obviously I just made some pizzas. Here's what it is. Got the Tostinos. Those things aren't bad, but they're definitely, if you eat them too fast and they come out, they're like lava basically in your mouth. So, and that's somebody just called me too as well. So let me see what I need to call. Here's what it is. It looks like my sister. Okay. So I will have to call her back here momentarily. So, but yeah, anyway, just to reiterate, basically, calm taking. Hopefully it'll happen tomorrow. But yeah, the way things are looking, it's going to be a fucking nightmare when it does, man. And hopefully I'm not going to get murked out as what it is then. Just trying to get some rubies and get a decent spot as what it is there. So, yeah, very, very unfun for sure. And like I said, it's a situation of just having to have, you know, everything in place right now is what it is, because if we don't, like, we're probably screwed, man, for the season is what it'll be. Like, I already think we're going to take, like, I almost guarantee we're going to take second anywhere for this season. It's just, you know, are we going to be able to take any comps at all, really, is what it's going to be here. We're just going to be like this weird thing where it's like we have next to nothing with us. And then we're just sitting here basically with our thumb up our asses the entire time. So, because that would suck, man. That would really suck. And like I said, the real problem is it does go back to that whole, you know, pay to win, thinking just because you can throw a fucking credit card down kind of money thing. is what causes people to just be assholes in general, I think is what it is, which really does go back to having like the whole, I mean, there's a bunch of personality disorders out there that you could say it is right now, dude. It could be, psychopathy. It could be narcissism. It could be anything like that, honestly. It could be a bunch of different personality disorders like that. Narcissistic personality disorder. It could be legitimately bees and people like that are just psychopaths. It could just be a bunch of things like that, honestly, dude. So, which I don't think he's really the psychopath. I think it's more like Zadiest is. And her crazy ass is basically fueling him for like several seasons now to essentially like do like nutty shit for some reason, which I still don't understand is what it is, man. But because the thing is, like, I noticed when you look at the current maps and stuff on the game and stuff, it's basically her talking a whole bunch of shit and doing almost nothing. Like, I noticed she hit like maybe 1 or 2 people is what it is in the last like week or so since we started season 8. And then you have bees basically hitting like everybody almost on a daily basis that, would have their shields drop and stuff, which is the exact reason why for the last 2 days or so, I've been pretty much MIA from the map is what it is. I've been on, the 144 map the entire time because I'm not going to be having my accounts randomly get wiped out for no reason at all while I'm just trying to play and, sleeping and stuff like that and doing other stuff is what it is then. So, and unfortunately because of that, I am like way down in the fucking commendation rankings right now because everybody else was able to do other stuff during that whole time, and I'm sitting here basically just getting a couple, $100 or 100 points worth of rewards for the every strongest survivor event, or not strongest survivor, every survival challenge event is what it is there, which is like 110 times 6, so it'd be 660 a day is what it is then. And even at that, like, even my main account's only like, it's down like the 180s right now. One of my second ones is down to like, that's like 195, 196 last time I checked. And then the other one was like just over the 200 mark right now, which is, obviously in that third thing of things. And it's basically, am I even going to be top 500 in any of my accounts this season? I would love to be, honestly, because I've been that way for the entire, thing going forward from season 1 to now is what it is, dude. Well, I don't know about season 1 anyway, but like, I know like season like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I was pretty much in the mix there of like, top whatever then. And then it was like, I don't think I was ever top 100 per se, but I know I was like at least like top like 110, 120, something like that's what it was throughout most of the seasons. And now it's been, top 150 or so, give or take. And now it's like, yeah, like now you're just dropping at 200 is what it is, which I'm sorry, but like honestly, with the amount of people that you have in this game throughout the seasons and stuff like that, it should be top 1,000 rewards, dude. It shouldn't be top 500 at all. Like they really need to increase that shit all the way down is what it is then for people. And then of course, it's going to be us taking whatever then at the end of the season is what it'll be there. So it essentially comes down to being like, how many scamps can we all take, etc. And then have it be, we're going to take first and second place, or we're going to take second and second place kind of thing. But like I said, I think we're probably going to end up taking second what it is then. And if we have relegated ourselves to that then, we'll still have enough good stuff coming towards us for this tokens and shit like that to where we could actually have like a decent season after it's all said and done with being able to buy, Negan fragments, being able to buy like long range transmissions and stuff like that. And maybe a couple of universal fragments and stuff here and there and stuff. But yeah, like the whole thing is basically, it will be a bit of a pain in the ass though is what it is though. To even get there is what it is. So it's like I said, it really is gonna suck though, dude, for having where we're at right now and having to deal with fucking Killer Bees bullshit is what it is there. So but anyway. And not only his bullshit, but like the bullshit of everybody else in that fucking region then too. So yeah, it just sucks, dude. It just sucks knowing that we are on this weird precipice of time right now where we can't really deal with the shit. And then it's like, like some people can obviously because they can throw money down is what it is. But at the same time, it's like even doing that though is still going to take time to get your, various things higher and your various, whatever it be, vehicles higher or your various characters higher, etc. there. And yeah, it's a pain in the ass, is what it is. So, oh shit, I just realized something. I was not paying attention to my times here. Yeah, we need to go and do our thing. Here's what it is. So, okay, so we are now into the hour mark for our current game stuff for the bingo. The thing that pisses me off about bingo too, by the way, is I spent 5K rubies last night for all the bingos and stuff like that, and ended up getting back like 2,000 or so, give or take, in a couple of the accounts because it just wouldn't click over then. And that's the problem. They really do fuck you over as a free to play player, is what it is, dude. Because they really want you to pay to win. And even the one chick who is kind of a pay to win is what it is in our plan. She was talking about stuff that she was given in like the VIP club or whatever the case be, which I think you have to pay like X amount of money to get into that, is what it is there. And yeah, they give her like it was like 120 of something, and that was like 400 something bingo cards or something like that for that, because it was like a glitch in the system or something that happened there. And I was just like, damn, dude, must be nice. So yeah, as it is right now, I can basically afford to. Ooh, can't even afford to do that actually. Now I'm looking at it right now. So yeah, I can afford to do a couple things right now. All right, let's see here now. Oh yeah, the chick who is the leader here just talked about it right now. The comm openings here. Says very busy schedule. Hope everybody will join. Please check community for information. Community is taking first. Season 8. First community occupation in Season 8. We will be concerned about enemy attacks. If you feel unsafe, please consider returning to Season 1 or other locations. We have informed the first coalition at the time. Okay. Yeah, so we are going to do counter strikes then. That's good. Okay. That's how that's how it's going to have to be all season, I think, honestly, dude. It's basically going to be a situation of like, hey, you whales over here in the first coalition, like, be here for us in the second coalition when we'll take our comms, and then meanwhile, like, those of us who can basically, be there for y'all, we can, if nothing else, we can basically, like, the way I figured it honestly is like this, really, because of how comms work and stuff, and I'm going to see if I can actually pull this up right now, because if I can, I'll actually show the map as what it is right now, and then we'll go from there as what it will be then, and we'll discuss this further then. We'll also talk about bingo too, for that matter, if I can actually bring up the actual map thing for this or not. Nope, can't do it. Yeah, I kind of figured I was going to do something like that again, where it just shows me fucking whatever then. But no, seriously though, the whole entire point though is what you end up with is a situation there of, oh shit, I didn't realize that one. We apparently have another, the pop a minute ago. For our, oh no, we got two of them actually. That somebody went after a couple minutes ago is what it is then. That's cool. Cool. Yeah, it looks like a lot of our people are taking the 31 route, and then the other people are taking the 33s is what it is there. That's the one thing I did notice is one of the other clans in this coalition, that's one of the regions and stuff, is quite a bit stronger than us when it comes to having at least enough people to take 33s anyway, which is going to be, for that, it basically would take like one like super whale essentially. It would take like a beast basically doing it all himself is what it is then, and then just having 4 people on there with him is what it is then. But meanwhile, you have other things that could be done too for that matter. But yeah, at the same time, it's like what I'm seeing right now is it's definitely a situation of people just doing what they need to do is what it is there. But yeah, basically you have a bunch of people in our clan right now taking a bunch of these 31 comms and stuff like that for the rewards and whatnot. So, which that's what I realized earlier, and thank God I was able to get to them in time, because it was about 15 minutes or so. I think there was one about 5 minutes or so from being done, and I was able to get to that one obviously with all my accounts real quick. And then there's other ones that were like 10 to 15 minutes from being done, and I was able to get to those ones too. So worked out well. I'm getting 11 boxes so far, then I'll be getting 2 more here momentarily. So having a 13 box opening here at some point, and hopefully getting some Negan fragments out of this and nothing else, and then maybe some other stuff out of some other stuff too, for that matter. That'd be nice. So, as it is, it's going to take 2.5 minutes to get to these damn things then, because they're so far away from me right now. Oh, looks like we're going after another one right now too. So let me check this real quick in my thing. Okay, they're about 2.5 minutes from that one right now. Who is even on this is the question. So we got Becca, Divine Chaos, Sherry. I'm not sure who the other ones are right now. So I know Sherry can carry. And I think at least one of the other ones can too, for that matter. So that's good. So that should obviously work out the way it needs to then. But yeah, like I was saying, though, the whole point is, though, you have a situation there where you have, basically, people being dicks is what it is. Then, so yeah, we're definitely have to have a counter strike going. Then is what it is there, and be able to deal with this shit. And the thing is, like I was saying, with the first coalition's comms, then is what it could be is people like myself could jump in there and have like a day shield or like a 12-hour shield or even like a 3-day shield or something like that. That's what it is then. And then basically what happens is, well, they are taking their comm over here. I'm over here doing my thing and basically just sitting in the back is what it is there. And we're basically in a situation then where what you end up having is you have them all surrounding the comm in like the first like 3 or 4 rows or whatever the case be. And then like row 5 is where myself and like a bunch of my clan and my coalition will be then to protect all these people from being attacked then, because of course, if you're going to be that 3rd, 4th row is what it is then. And then you'd have like a Killer Bees or whoever come in there, Banana Kings and other ones people that's hitting us quite a bit, it seems like. Potentially they could basically be, stipended is what it would be, because instead of actually having an open spot for them to basically just be right behind somebody and attacking them, if that be the case then, or just attacking like a few people there for like, like 3rd and 4th row people is what it is then, you could have us holding a line to where they would then send their formations past us even to even get to these people is what it is then. And even then, like, yeah, it's not going to stop them from attacking, obviously, but it would actually add time to them being able to attack is what it is then. So if it takes them, 5-10 seconds, whatever the case be, to begin with, maybe it adds like another 5 to 10 seconds or 20 seconds or whatever the case be. So it would be like sort of like a thing where it's like, okay, you're going to be here for like 30 seconds or whatever the case be, trying to attack past me and things like that. Guess what, asshole? Like, now we can have people come up behind you right now and just smack right into you in like 2 or 3 seconds, what it is then. So, hopefully it'd be something like that, and it'd be almost a deterrent then if that'd be the case, but who knows? Something to think about, obviously, but I don't know, man. Like that's the problem right now. And like I said, I think really the issue comes down to being, and I know Bees has said to himself, like he's got an issue with Megan is what it is, but then it seems like he's also got issues with other people too, for that matter, because the guy who used to be Jordan, who's now calling himself something else in this region, I'm not sure exactly what it is offhand, how you pronounce the guy's name now. But anyway, basically, Bees has apparently also had a problem with Jordan for quite a while, I guess, because Jordan was like sort of paying to win, but not a lot is what it is there. But then it seems like he's gotten a little bit more money into his pocket recently, and he's been able to, do some charging and stuff like that. That's what it is then. So, but yeah, it's really a pain in the ass, is what it is, because like I said, you have people who really are just being dicks to be dicks is what it is, man. In reality, like Bees, I consider Bees a friend at some point, dude. Like seasons ago, I did really, honestly, like to begin with in this game when he was like there for us and like, season like 2, 3, etc. Before we had Aqua come into our lives and stuff like that and fuck everything up. I did consider Bees a friend at that point, honestly, dude. I really did. And for him to like sit there and be like all fucked up now is what it is, like 3, 4 seasons down the road is what it is now. It's like, what happened to you, bro? Like, seriously, like. And the thing is, it would be one thing too if he actually was like, because the thing is, like, he's talking a lot of mad shit, is what it is, dude. And the same thing with Zadius too. She's talking a bunch of mad shit too. But yet they're not actually bringing up like any kind of like, hey, here's proof of like how Megan's a bitch or whatever the case be. It's like they're just being like, oh, Megan's a bitch, and you should believe us because words. And it's like, I'm not gonna believe you, dude. Like, give me hard fucking evidence is what it is, dude. Seriously, and stop being a bunch of childish dicks on the end of it, man. You know, like it'd be one thing if you were actually showing me evidence and you weren't, and it was proving that you weren't a childish asshole in this whole thing. But really, what it seems like is you're just being a childish asshole to be a childish asshole, and then meanwhile trying to fuck over my entire clan. Yet meanwhile, like you got Bees talking shit about Megan the other day, which she wasn't even on the season 8 for a reason, obviously, and it's because she had real life shit going on, from my understanding, with her kids, with her family, is what it was there, man. So again, like, you know, most of us have real lives, man. We're not just sitting there on a fucking screen all day long, is what it is, man. Unfortunately, some of these people don't understand that, and they don't have any real life, is what it is then. That being said, right now on my main account, I am currently about 100 or so flasks. Yeah, 106 flasks, it looks like right now, away from being able to finally get my team of 3 started in my main account, which is nice because for that fifth formation then, because it'll take right now without any kind of what you call it, it takes 14 days, 2 hours and 32 minutes, 55 seconds. So that'd be, you know, just over 2 weeks is what it is there. With the actual increase in the thing, though, I think it's going to be more like about 12 to 13 days, give or take. So it'll still be a couple weeks for sure, though, minus speed ups, obviously. But at the same time, it'll probably be about a week and a half, give or take, is my guess, like 10 days more or less. And I can finally do speed ups to it and stuff like that, what it is there. So, but yeah, it'll be nice to be able to start that very soon, is what it is then. And that should be able to get started here at some point in the near future. I'm not exactly sure exactly when. It just depends on how quick I can get the rest of those flasks, is what it is there. So hopefully it'll be pretty soon anyway. That being said, I think we should have enough time done now where we actually have the people who've gotten the thing done, if that be the case then. So I'm going to go check on that real quick here and see if I can get that going then. Send off my formations to go beat that one down then. And go from there then. Oh, yep, they got it done. Cool, cool, cool. All right. So send my dude over there for 2.5 minutes. Let's see, is there anything else I can grab here? Nope, there's not. Okay, cool, cool. Actually, let me just go check the board thing and see if anybody's thrown anything on the boxes yet or not here. Okay, so that one is gone. That one is gone. And this one is what we just took a minute ago. Okay, so cool. So we're getting most of them. I don't know. People are just not sending the shit that way they need to send it. It is a problem right now, but it is what it is, man. So anyway, but yeah, needless to say, it's a whole thing. I'm gonna do I was gonna do a Freedom Friday earlier today, but of course my joints were hurting quite a bit this morning, and then I ended up sleeping for quite a while then. So I never got a chance to do any stream on the open channel at all. So I may do one later tonight, honestly, because there is some stuff I want to talk about that's political wise, and you know, has to do with like, you know, another Jeff Younger kind of scenario going on in New York now, what it is there. So I think it's important to talk about that kind of stuff now that people are insane is what it is. And then apparently they're trying to do tell the bitter end thing. Here's what it is, which I never understood that game. It just seems dumb, honestly. Some of those ones seem dumb, honestly. Like that one and like the other ones that are like weekly events there or whatever, where it's just like the what the hell do you call them now? Yeah, it's like that one. It is yeah, tell the bitter end, and then it was restricted zone, and then survivors at war, which is not yet open again, and then we also got battleground tactics things now, which the only one of those I actually like is the Lines We Cross event. But the problem is, even with that now, it seems like they're not paying out like they need to be, is what it is, because we've won the last couple. Well, we won like one of those like a couple weeks ago as it was, but they never did pay me out like they needed to, man. They never gave me my flasks, never gave me my long ranges, and never gave me extra keys, is what it is there, which pisses me off because it's like, dude, we won this. Like, I should be getting all this shit right now. What the fuck? And you know, it would be one thing if I wasn't part of the damn thing, because that's how they screw you, is what it is if you're not part of the event or whatever the case be. But that's the thing, I was part of that event. I was actually doing stuff in all my accounts then. Like, where the hell's my fucking shit, people? Seriously. Stop fucking off and give me my stuff now, damn it. So, anyway. getting some development here in my third account on these. What you call it? It's just got an Abe fragment on that one. That's good. As it is, I was able to spend a bunch of rubies then to do what you call it stuff too last night and be able to get all my knife challenge stuff done. Which is obviously I don't have enough to do the bingo stuff now is what it is though, but it is what it is, man. Oh, actually, speaking of bingo, I needed to go do one thing there. Okay, that was a waste of 2 right there. That sucks. Fuck me, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could do 8, 9. I think is what we get right there for 1,000, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Okay, so we get 2 for 1,000. Okay, so we do 1 set there. I think we can afford just 1. Is what it is, right? Yep. Okay, just 1. Okay, so we got 1 set there we can do. And then we have, where's the other ones at right now? Because I'm trying to see exactly how many re-rolls we can get on each one of the things that it is right now then. We actually have enough. We can do a couple in our second account here. So I can do 1 in the third, at least 2 in the second, and then probably either 1 or 0 in the first would be my guess right now. Nice. That was fucking awesome. I just re-rolled my second account there on the third draw thing here, and it went from having 1 number picked to all 5 of them picked up then to where we are now 2 numbers away from having a double bingo right now. And then we're like a bunch already done then, if that'll be the case then. In a bunch of other places. So that's fucking awesome. So hopefully that'll work out and be quite a bit then in that one. And then going back to the main account then, we have enough for I think maybe 1 to pay for bingos then. Oh no, we actually don't know if we can do potentially 2 right now. We still have enough for our dog for the day. So, but yeah, either way, that's the whole thing. And of course, that re-roll gave me 1 number instead of 4 or 5. So let's see how many more do we have right now that are empty slots. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. Let's see. 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So yeah, I would say no more than like 3 in each one of the ones coming up then. Simply because of the fact you don't want to have it be fucked over like that is what it is then. And that's the one thing I've realized too. Like, there's a lot of times where you can re-roll a bunch of times what it is there, and it only give you like one thing like every like 5 or 10 of them is what it is, which is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Is what it is there. So that being said, I do have 14 rolls I can do right now in this whole thing. We got 6.5 hours left in our shield right now, so there is that. So that's good. So make sure I got everything here. Yep, everything's good to go on that. Okay. Check the overall thing. Here's what it is. Looks like people are just posting coordinates to stuff. Somebody's posting an outpost. Yeah, do I need to do anything here before I do that, actually, is the question. Because I will send my dude to build on that, obviously. I just need to make sure I don't have anything I need to do before I do it. So, okay, that one's done, that one's done, that one's done, this one's done. And then grab this and grab this. And we should be done there, is what it is there. So, but yeah, like I said, probably my plan right now, honestly, is stay here for like about 4 more hours or so, give or take, until about 1 a.m. when I go to sleep then. Maybe 2 a.m. depending. And then basically it would just be from there, it would be going to to do whatever then, and then waking up around like 10, 15 minutes before the comm is going to be taken in the morning then, and figuring it out from there is what it'll be. So, but anyway, that being said, though, it'll be interesting to see what happens here, and like I said, it'll be hell of a fucking day for sure tomorrow morning. Hopefully this works out in our favor. You know, hopefully Bees is going to be a dick is what it is there. So, anyway. Yeah, other than that, though, I think NEA is actually doing a chat tonight in about a half hour or so, give or take. I know he didn't do one last night for some reason. I don't know what the fuck was up with that, but yeah, I'll be over there in about a half hour or so, give or take. Doing some modding for him, and obviously I'm going to eat here momentarily is what it is, because I don't want this food to get cold before I eat it, because of course, you know, that's the problem with these Totino's pizzas is they taste good when they're kind of hot, but then they just taste disgusting when they start to get cold is what it is. So I'd like to eat that before it gets, you know, completely cold is what it is right now, and it's starting to get that way right now. So yeah, I think honestly it's best time to call it a day on this one, because I think we pretty much talked about what we want to talk about right now. And yeah, like I said, we'll be back at some point here later. I'll probably do either later tonight or tomorrow morning. Then I will do Freedom Friday on the Networks account, and then from there it'll basically just be we'll just go about our regular scheduled programs then is what it is then, and I'll probably come back again and do another thing tomorrow afternoon or something like that, maybe on here for an update to what happened here with everything. And, you know, hey, it was Killer Bees and his people a bunch of a-holes then, and they tried to attack us anyway, even though, you know, they could be doing their own comm and stuff like that. That's another thing too, by the way. It's like, why, like that's the thing for what that really does bother me too, for the matter, is like, okay, you have the ability to be cool and actually help everybody out by getting everybody a Chronicle done, by helping get all these things done in a timely manner is what it is there. But instead, you know, some people really be assholes and attack other people and stuff like that because they can. And it's like, dude, that's just dumb. Like, go grab your own comm. Let us do our comms. You know, we can all be, you know, helping each other out at the end of the day, because that's what it should be. It should be, you know, cooperation when it's all said and done. And then if you want to have an actual battle after that, that's cool, dude. Let's have a fucking battle then is what it is, you know? But that's the biggest problem right now, is it's like, that's not what's happening. We're having people who are just being dickheads to be dickheads, and then it just turns into a giant shit show is what it is, man. And that's the problem. And then it basically just turns into who has the biggest credit card and who has the, you know, platinum Visa, et cetera, there, and the black Amex and everything else like that. Then is what it is, to be able to, you know, throw down the most money is what it is there. And unfortunately for most of us, especially myself, you know, we can't afford to do that kind of stuff, dude. Like, it'd be nice if we could, you know, it really, really would be nice if I could do that money, if I could have that money just sitting there to like fuck with is what it is there. But the thing is, like, to me, even if I had the money to sit there and do that with, dude, like, would I actually do that? And the answer is probably no, honestly. And it's just because for me personally, that seems like a dumbass waste of money, honestly, dude, when I could easily be spending that same amount of money on real life items, whether it be food prep, whether it be, you know, buying more guns, more ammo, you know, being able to actually pay off the mortgage to this house, etc. here, you know, like, it's all kinds of different things. There's what it is. So yeah, for me personally, I think the answer is no on that one. It seems kind of stupid to not have, you know, priorities more straight like that is what it is then. Whereas a lot of people just don't understand that's what it is, I think. And there's a reason why they don't understand that's what it is. And it's because, again, they don't have to worry about the struggles that it is, man. And that's an unfortunate situation of our society entirely, where you have some people who, you know, grew up poor, working poor, have been poor their entire lives, never really gotten ahead. And you got the people out there that are just these ruthless nuts, basically, who somehow get ahead or have made, you know, deals with the devil, literally, in some cases, to, you know, get themselves stardom and fame and everything else like that. That's what it is then. It's the whole fucking situation is what it is, man. So, yeah. I don't know, man. But either way, it does piss me off, honestly, in some ways, dude, because it's like, you know, I'm just trying to do my thing, man. Like, stop being an asshole towards me kind of thing, you know? So, and that's the way I feel like with Bees, man. Like, he just needs to stop being a dick is what it is. Like, it's fine if you want to attack people, dude, but again, have, like, you know, if you want to, like, okay, first of all, how about just stop attacking towns, man? Like, you want to do passage battles with everybody? That's cool, bro, because we've done that for seasons now, and that's actually a better thing because you can actually get more. Like, the thing is, you can get more attacks in that way, and you can actually get more points at the end of the day, man, without just attacking people randomly. Whereas, meanwhile, this dude's just trying to attack people, and so is the people in his clan. Is what it is there, man, because they want to be dicks. Is what it is. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I guess be an asshole and see what happens in the future seasons. What it is there. Like I said before, I think the biggest issue is that he doesn't realize that one. It's like, you know, you're hurting us now, but in the long run, a season down the road, 2 seasons down the road, 4 seasons down the road, whatever it's going to be there, we could easily be your fucking ally, dude, in that season. And it's like, why would we want to help you at all if you've been a dick to us this entire fucking, you know, 60-something days now is what it's going to be here. Like, we're not going to do that. We're not going to help you out. We're going to tell you to go fuck yourselves, what it is then, man. Because you fucked all of us at the end of the day is what it is then. And that's the thing. People don't forget that shit, dude. You know, people hold grudges. Rightfully so is what it is. Like, when you're trying to kill everybody is what it is, man. Like, you're just being a dick. Legitimately. So, anyway. And like I said, I don't think it's all just killer bees. I think a lot of it is Zadius just being a fucking cunt is what it is, dude. And just riling this dude up is what it is then. So, you know, again, if that's how she wants to be, that's how she wants to be, man. I know she's already a fucking man-hater for sure, honestly, because I've seen that shit in past seasons what it is there when I was with her in the same clan/coalition there. So, you know, it is what it is, but anyway, it's not where I'm at, honestly, dude. It's where these people are, and they're just fucked up is what it is then. And they just want to be fucked up and just, you know, again, it's like, it's hate breeding hate is what it actually is at the end of the day. And it's people that are just sitting there not letting fucking old past issues go or whatever the case be. And they just want to bring up old shit is what it is. And then it's like, dude, you know, I can bring up old shit too because I actually have the fucking receipts to prove the shit is what it is in many cases. You know, because I'm smart enough to take those screenshots and stuff like that. Whereas most of y'all ain't is what it is, man. Or if you did, like, you don't actually have them provided me now is what it is because you lost them in the fucking shuffle or whatever the case be, or they've never existed to begin with what was there. So, yeah, you're just being a dick to be a dick is what it is, man, in my opinion, anyway. So, anyway. But, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Season 8 holds for us right now. Like I said, I don't think it's going to go very well for anybody right now. I think it's basically just going to turn into this giant shit show of attack, 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 attack. And then... people made a thing. It's making house calls, and it's just pointing to where Killer Bees is sitting right on the outskirts of our fucking territory by the passage thing. Here's what it is then. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. I should just let my shield drop, like, for a minute or whatever the case be while this guy's, like, around there or whatever, you know? And then just come in and be like, hey, buddy, you want to hit me? Hit me. And then as soon as he goes to hit me, I just, like, immediately throw a shield up then. So... Although, just my luck too, like him having what he has for like speed boost and stuff like that, he would be able to smack my town before I could actually get the shield up. Is what it would be then. So I'm not going to do that obviously because it would just be antagonizing at this point. It's not really worth it to do that honestly, but it'd be funny to do that though, just cause you know, just to be like, hey, fuck you. So anyway, but yeah, that's the problem though, is people just being assholes to be assholes and just being assholes in general is what it is, man. So, but you'll have that in anything, man, whether it be in real life, whether it be in a game, whether it be, you know, people doing strategy shit, whatever the case be, it doesn't really matter, honestly. So, see, I got 14 vengeful governors or whatever the case be right now. I got 1 for Pamela, and I got 20 for Shane and everybody like that is what it is right now. So, let's see who actually needs stuff currently is what the question becomes. Oh, I didn't realize Magna got a cool. She actually got enough on the one thing recently to be updating this account to a 2-star now. That's sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Yeah, I believe at 2-star she can actually be it's like close to 70 or something, I want to say, give or take. So that's cool. Let's see here now. So we got 1 Pamela fragment, which goes right there. Takes her to 29 of 50, which means we'll have 39 of 50 tomorrow is what it is for the wait. Is it tomorrow? Whichever day falls into the Sunday day thing. I think it's either tomorrow or it would be Sunday morning, one of the two. But yeah, this will be done then. Let me see here now. So we got 20 fragments we could put in anybody right now. Who is the closest to 110 right now is the question. Let's see. We got Shane at 30 of 120. Got Abraham at 20 of 110. Got Rosita at 15 of 110. Got Lydia at 40 of 110. Got Holly at 45 of 110. Got Mercer at 0 of 110. And we got Laura at 50 of 110. Technically, it would be Laura, I think, right now would be the way to go. But the fact that she's not being used in our main formations, I think it's actually Lydia we want to go with here. Because that would put her up to 60, and then we have 50 left over to get for her then. So I think that's what we'll do on that one then. As it is for these 3 universal fragments we have sitting around, we're going to do Governor up to plus 17, so that he'll go to 27 of 110 right now. And then eventually he'll be getting another 6 today for this last go around, so it'll be 33 of 110 then. So he'll be like 2 more times till he gets his stuff done entirely. So that should be fun. But yeah, good times, man. Good times had by all. Huh. That was interesting. I just saw a message from Megan that she then pulled back is what it was. Oh, no, she just said it again now. She was talking about Killer Bees, and then she said, mass majority of the originals from 409 now call 144 home. Yep, she read about that one too. Which would be myself, her. Let's see who else is in our clan right now that we have that we could talk about currently. Actually, let me just go look up the fucking clan right now, and I can talk about it right now. Yeah, it'd be myself, her, Jeff. I think Cowboy was never an OG, but he was with us back in the day that were there. Jay Woody was one of our originals. Spartans was one of our originals, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Poison Ivy was one of the originals. And Nordis was one of the originals. Voorhees was an original. Zach Face was one of the originals. Mowgli was an original. Walker was an original. Mr. Adam was an original. Miss Nibbits was original. Jeff was an original. Miss Pain Love was the original people that were there. Disasters was over there. Totec was one of the people that was over there for several seasons. Little Minnie was over there. Little Poison Ivy was over there. Yolanda was over there. So was Sensi. And then I think that's about it, though. Obviously from our clan is what it is, though. But oh yeah, Herbal Tea was also over there at the time. But then there's also the people too that are in the overall coalitions for other clans is what it is, though. Which they were, for DFA and Hellhounds and stuff like that. Now they're all people that were there too as well. So you got another probably all those mentioned plus like another 50 or so, give or take, maybe 60. So yeah, there's a lot of people there is what it is, man, that were part of that clan, part of that coalition, part of that region initially, that have now made the transition, made the jump. Here's what it is to where we're at right now is what it is then. So yeah. And that's the thing people don't realize. Like the only people that were not part of our jump to 144 were the people like Marius, like Killer Bees, like Ilya Rock, Zediest, the no dramas, etc. That already left our clan at the time is what it was then. But yeah, with the exception of that, though, like, we've all been here together with each other, man, for this entire time. So, you know, it is what it is. And like I said, I think the biggest problem is, like, they just want to be, you know, dickheads to be dickheads, what it is, man. So, anyway. But, yeah, that being said, though, I think that's where we're at for today. That's what it is. And then I'm going to go ahead and, you know, figure some stuff out here is what it is there. Eat some food momentarily. Make sure that this pizza's still kind of hot. Yeah, it seems like it's a little bit. Well, it's mostly cool now, but yeah. Looks like it got a little burn on the bottom there, unfortunately, but, you know, that's what it is. I'll have that. That's also why it becomes an issue when it starts getting cold and cool down and stuff like that, because it's hard to eat then because it becomes kind of a rock almost. So, but anyway, got a little piece off here. What is there? Still pretty good though. This is not a volcano in my roof of my mouth either, for that matter. I happened to be poor with this. I ate it too fast, what it was, and it was all like got the cheese stuck up right there on top of the roof of the mouth, and it just burned me real bad then. But anyway, so yeah, needless to say, it'll be a situation of just having everybody do their thing then and just jump properly is what it is there, and you know, hope we can take these comments tomorrow then without any real issue then is what it'll be. But, you know, if we can't, it'll be a pain in the ass, dude. So, but yeah, like I said, it'll be an issue though. So, the real thing was the bees. It's not he needs the fucking shit himself because he's all pay to win and stuff. Some of the other people too, for that matter. But yeah, people like me that actually aren't pay to wins, we actually need the fucking shit is what it is, dude. So, but anyway, I don't know what happened, dude. Like I said, hopefully it'll be an issue. We can just get this done then and be done with it then. Just have a good strategy going to where we can actually just have people do what needs to be done to help us out and protect our asses then. And just deal with these fucking people then and be done with it, man. And if that means making bees, you know, exhaust his resources enough to where he can't do nothing, and then other people can't do nothing either for that matter because they're, you know, taking his lead basically what it is there, and you know, you basically just have like in circulation of them trying to like attack us and then they get attacked themselves. If that'd be the case, that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know, man. It'll be interesting to see. So I do find it kind of sad and disgusting though that you have all of us be shielded throughout this entire time, and you got bees just sitting there unshielded and being like, "Yeah, come at me, bitch," knowing that like nobody can really attack him right now is what it is then, because they can't, you know, physically beat into his giant fucking pay to win first formation. There's what it is then. So yeah, it's no fun, man. It's no fun at all. I miss season 7 where we could just sit there for days without shields on, and then it was just the whole thing of like, you know, only shield up when like kill events are going on or something like that kind of deal. So it was nice, man. It was really nice back then. Unfortunately, it's not like that now, is what it is. So. But anyway, that being said, that's where I'm at for the day, though. Be back at some point to do some other stuff then. Other than that, I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good one, y'all. Stay safe, stay vigilant, especially nowadays. Outside the games, if you're going to go outside and you can be armed, dude. Because there's some crazy motherfuckers out there trying to kill everybody now. So, don't be getting your life snuffed out by some piece of shit is what it is there. Your life is way more important than theirs is. And you have every single right in this country to defend yourself is what it is there. And if somebody's going to try to attack you, and I would say not only just America, you have the right to life in every single country, dude. If somebody's going to try to acid attack you overseas, fucking pull a knife and stab their ass to death. That'd be the case then, in self-defense. If they're going to try to fucking do the same thing here in America, or if they're going to try to knife attack you or gun attack you or whatever the case be, then pull your own gun in self-defense is what it is, man. Seriously. So, you have every right to live. And the reason I say that, obviously, is because there was an acid attack overseas this week by some douchebag who was not only a child molester, he was also a fucking terrorist on the watch list. But yet he was still in a first world nation for some reason. Makes no sense, man. Makes no sense at all. Until you realize it's all by design is what it is there. So, but yeah, don't let somebody throw a cup of acid in your face, dude, for real. Like, if you see somebody walking around with a cup, looks like they're going to toss it at you, man, like, have something ready to deflect, and then fucking give me the old ding-dong ditch with it, man, is what it is then. So, anyway, have a good one, y'all. See y'all later. Have fun gaming, and have fun in the real world. Later.